Well, it is a big weekend in Lowell. The 3-day, the Town and City Festival is kicking off on Thursday, and one of the acts is rising star Hannah Connolly. We have her here in studio, so thank you so much for coming in.
Of course, thank you for having me.
We're excited to have you. First off, you are originally from Wisconsin, so just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in music.
Yeah, I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I grew up there most of my life. I have loved music from a young age, and I really started writing my own music probably in the early days of high school.
Wow.
My dad had a guitar like laying around the house and was kind enough to let me kind of take it
Practice.
more often than I probably should have. And so I started learning other people's songs, and then it kind of naturally evolved and expanded into writing my own music. Played in a couple bands when I was younger, and then more recently have been writing and performing my own songs.
For someone who has not heard your sound yet, how would you describe it?
I would say right now it's kind of a blend of like folk and Americana, and inspired by a lot of the people that I listen to. I really love like Patty Griffin, Sheryl Crow, Fleetwood Mac. So
Yeah.
kind of a mix of a lot of different influences, a lot of female, singers
Yeah.
and songwriters too. Yeah.
And I like that you said right now, this is what it sounds like, because that can always change, right?
Yeah.
And it evolves with you.
Yeah.
Your debut album, it was centered around the trauma from the death of your brother who was killed by a drunk driver. Your second album is called Shadow Boxing, and so that's a much different direction than the first.
Yeah, the first record really was about processing loss and grief, and that was a difficult record to write and record, but something I knew I needed to do. And Shadowboxing has been more about a lot of life that has happened since and in between.
Yeah.
Love songs about my now husband, the experience of just growing up and finding your way in the world as a person and as a musician and artist. And so, yeah, kind of a collection of songs about
Your
the
story.
last few years. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, you went viral with the cover of Billy Joel's Vienna. What was that moment like?
That was really fun and unexpected. It
Yeah.
kind of came out of nowhere. It was one of the songs like that I did really more quickly than anything else I've ever made. A couple of friends of mine, Jordan Ruiz and Ben Greenberg, kind of got together and created this cover and put it up maybe within a couple months, and it just kind of someone found it on TikTok, and then it's just spread from there. So
that's how these things happen now. And it's like, I'm sure you wake up one morning and you're like, what just happened?
that was exactly
overnight?
the feeling. I was just like, wait,
Is this real?
yeah.
But it's really cool.
It was really nice too, because I was kind of at a point where I had been putting out music, and I was kind of starting to ask myself, like, nothing's really kind of like reached a lot of people yet, and like thinking about reflecting on that, and
Sure.
maybe what does that mean about my path and things like that. And then like a couple months later that happened, and it was just a really nice boost of energy and like motivation to keep going.
Reinforce that you are on the right path. Let's talk about the Town and City Festival. What is it going to be like for you to play in this festival?
I'm super excited. I'm going to be opening for Loudon Wainwright on Saturday night at 8 p.m. and I'm just excited for the festival in general. I'm excited to see Lowell. I've heard it's like a very walkable festival, so excited to kind of bop around and see all the different artists playing and take in the city too.
Yeah, it's been described as you'll get to venue hop.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see a few different places, and you said you're in town, you're in Boston for the first time, and what, it's been quite a while, only the second time you've been here?
Yeah, second time I've been here, and then the first time in a couple of years, so also first time with like good weather where it wasn't raining, so I'm excited to
That's important.
take it all in and walk around, and yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you here in Boston, and good luck at the festival this weekend. You're an incredible talent.
Thank you so much.